Catherine, welcome back to the podcast.
It's good to be back. I was getting a little burnout, with dealing with bands. I think that all tracking engineers or studio owners probably hit that point at some point.
You're in Nashville and you're doing what?
I'm archiving, which is a crazy shift, but also something super awesome that I always wanted to get into. It's released now, so I think I can talk about it. I did a mono acetate of the Dixie Cups, Chapel of Love, and love that record. I loved that record when I was a kid, growing up listening to music and sort of, learning more about music and getting into recording and then appreciating it for a whole nother reason, getting that master, trying to get the very, very best transfer of that possible. That's as good as it's ever going to sound. You're playing it directly off the tape deck out of your speakers. That's how it sounded in, 1964 or whatever. You know what I mean? I think it's 64. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But when you have an asset like that is meaningful to not only to you, but to the world musically, it's such a pleasure to be the person to facilitate that, to care for that. So the obligation is to save that recording because it's an important piece of music, whether it's the, Dixie Cups or it's like, somebody's grandpa talking about World War II on an oral history thing that they found in their garage. I mean, that is just as important to that person as that Dixie Cups record is to me. Right. So it's really about the respect and honoring the asset, I think, whatever's on that medium. I mean, I'm a record collector. I love that tactile experience. And I think if more young folks who are into music, who had a little bit of, hopefully a little bit of education in the analog realm, have that same feeling about records in general, like physical things, this might be a really, really cool part of the industry for them to get into.